Hello, everyone. Good morning. Welcome to your Monday morning fire brief. So, how are you guys doing? Hopefully, you guys had a lovely, lovely weekend. Let me know in the chat if you did anything exciting or fun, or if you were on a fire. Please let me know which fire you have been on or maybe currently are on. Love to know. Let me know in the comments. Anyways, so of course, we're going over to the National Interagency Fire Center, and we're going to take a look at the fires that are going on. There was two large starts that happened over the weekend, and those were in Texas. I'm looking at the acreage. They're kind of small, but I mean, it's okay. We still have two going, so that's great. So according to this, we have 69 large fires going on. You can see Alaska still has 27. So they had a lot going on. Montana, Oregon, California, Idaho, kind of like the northwest area is kind of going pretty good. And like we said, Texas. So down south will be, according to the predictive models for the fire outlook, it looks like, of course, the south is going to be popping off here maybe like next month, maybe the end of this month, and then next month. So as kind of like October rolls around, of course, the north is going to cool off quite a bit. But anyways, so there are more than 11,500 wildland firefighters and support personnel that are assigned to incidents. There are 3 Type 1 incident management teams, 9 Type 2, and 1 complex IMT are assigned to incidents in California, Northwest, Northern Rockies, Great Basin, Rocky Mountain, and the Southwest areas. So I know it said that hot temperatures, 90 to 105 degrees Fahrenheit, with low afternoon relative humidity of 7 to 20% are forecasted over much of the inland Northwest into Idaho and western Montana this afternoon. So it's supposed to be pretty hot. So, and of course, isolated, scattered, mainly dry thunderstorms will develop over the far northeast California into south central and southeast Oregon. So that whole northwest is just ready to go. So, I mean, obviously there's already fires going on there. So, but it's kind of ready to pop off even more. So I think in the last live, someone asked me, where do I think will be the next place to be calling for more resources? Honestly, I think it's according to this, like if you look at these fires in here, I went into Idaho. So I was like, oh, Montana has 7 fires. Maybe they're going to be calling for resources. However, a lot of them, not a lot, but some of them, the percent contained of the fire was pretty high. But if you come to Idaho, the Diamond Watch is at 0% contained. The Dismal is at 0. Wolfang, 0. Wood Tick's only at 18. Moose is only at 16, and it's still growing. So it's at 68,000 acres. So Idaho seems like a good place to go, I would think. And I would like to get called to go to Idaho. That would be fantastic. But anyways, so make sure you guys are doing the YouTube things, like, share, and subscribe. If you guys are into wildland firefighting, which I'm assuming that you are if you're at this channel, invite your friends. So anyways, if you guys have any comments or questions, please make sure that you are putting them in the chat so we can just chat it up a little bit. Okay. So let's go on to Texas and kind of see the 2 new starts. It was Burns Creek, and it's only at 1,000 acres, 13 miles northwest of Brenham, Texas. And then the Sarko fire, which is only 350 acres. So, I mean, compared to like 3,000, 1,000, it just kind of seems kind of small. You know what I mean? But fire's still fire, man. If you get called to a fire, rock on. Because I know there's people who are waiting. They're waiting to get called to go to the fire. So anyways, so then I wanted to go over to the sit rep. If you guys have any questions about the fires, let me know. Actually, before we go on to the sit rep, I wanted to go back to the Moose Fire. We're going to go over to NC Web, of course. So this was updated an hour and a half ago, or an hour and 50 minutes ago. Sorry, excuse me. So it's 68,000 acres. Well, a little bit more than that. 16% contained on here. So the thing that I am really loving about this is that I found, because I kind of was just digging around, that you can come down. Oh, you guys can't even see this. Goodness gracious. I don't know why this does this. I'm trying to show you, and it's not letting me show you. So let's try again. Okay, there we go. All right, so NCWeb. We're back at NCWeb. So the thing that I really love about this is that obviously it has the incident overview, but when I come all the way down here, keep going. The related links, you can click on the Salmon Chalice National Forest Facebook page, and it will take you. They have an operational morning brief or an operational brief. It looks to be like every single day, and it's telling you exactly what's going on with the fire. It gives you the map of the fire. So I am like really digging that, because I think that that is an awesome resource for not just obviously firefighters because they need to get briefed, but for the public, because I think that that is a really great thing that they can be informed of what's going on. So it's just kind of like this. This is their Facebook page. Here, let me get out of here real quick. Okay, cool. So this is their Facebook page. You just come down here. Obviously, the wood tick fire is going on, but right here, Moose operations update 8822. You can click on this, and they have someone who's going to be giving you a brief
for your August 8th.
So I think that's pretty sweet. Of course, you have the map right here, and I think like we went over before, I really like this because if you're new to firefighting or you're interested in becoming a wildland firefighter, you have to think big picture, right? Like you obviously, if it's your first year, no, you're just doing fire, right? But if you're wanting to make this a career, I think watching stuff like this, because it makes you think, oh, I need to think, where am I going to put resources? How many resources do I have? Just like logistics of things. Like I said, I didn't do that when I was doing firefighting, and I really wish I had. Obviously, I didn't make it a career, but I would love to go back to fire for sure. So anyways, I just think that this is really, really awesome. So I suggest checking it out. Yeah, so speaking of resources, shameless plug, I have created a bunch of resources for you guys because I had myself in mind when I was out on a fire. You're doing death watch, which is why it's called death watch. You're super bored. So at gas stations, I would pick up Sudokus, I would pick up word searches. And when you're just sitting there doing absolutely nothing because you're on death watch and there's no fire and nothing is happening for hours and hours and hours. So that's why I created this for you guys. So I have those up on my website if you guys are interested. Oh, that's my son. He's waking up from his nap. Also, there's like, ooh, this is hard. Why can't I do this? There's notebooks right here. I've created a bunch of notebooks so you guys can obviously take notes and whatever you need to do. Journals, fire logs. The fire log is freaking awesome because back over here, we used to have Smokey the Bear calendars that they would give us every year. I was a federal wildland firefighter. I worked for the Bureau of Land Management. And they gave us these calendars so I could write down, the fire number, all the important information, how long you were out there, the fire number, acreage, all that jazz that you have to have. And plus, it's just a great memento to have. Ooh, sorry, it's my son. 1 second. We'll be right back. All right, we're back. I apologize. Little man was hungry. So we're going to go over real quick the 6 minutes for safety. I want to go over the propane tank safety. The only reason that I wanted to go over this was because my first fire was, like I said, if you've known before, I had a tiny little fire on the side of the road. It wasn't that big of a deal. My second fire, raging super fast fire that was like fuchsia pink, and it was racing towards the house, and we were told, my crew was told, we have to go to the head of the fire and do some structure protection. And come to find out, there was this huge propane tank right next to the house because it was in the middle of nowhere, so they had gas. They had the propane tank, and then they had like 3 or 4 little ones just kind of around the property a little bit. So me never doing fire and never thinking about propane tanks, I thought, I was like, instantly this thing is going to blow up. We are all going to die. So so the propane tank safety is a good thing to know before you get into a situation, because the wildland urban interface is growing and growing. So you're going to find more houses, more properties that are out in these more like wildland areas, and they're going to have propane tanks typically. So it's just good to know. So we're going to go over just really quickly, really briefly. The boiling liquid expanding vapor explosions. I always know them as BLEV, but if it's pronounced something different, please let me know. But we always call them BLEVs. And it's a sudden complete failure of the tank. Some training courses have directed responders to approach the tank from the sides, believing that the force of the explosion will occur at the ends of the tank. However, this is not a guarantee that you'll be safe from projectiles or missiles from the explosion, as they may travel in all directions up to 2,500 feet away. So leave the area immediately if you smell propane, hear a rising sound from the venting safety devices, or see discoloration or deformation of the tank. Move at least 2,500 feet away, and do not go downwind or downslope of the leaking propane. BLEVs are a major hazard to emergency responders. So you can reduce fuel, you can move fuel away from it if you are worried about the fire coming up and having that direct flame impingement on it. Let's see what else. Oh, this I thought was good to know. Propane gas is heavier than air, so it may move along the ground at some distance and may ignite when it reaches open flame or other ignition source. So that's just something to be thinking about. Use extreme caution when doing fuels reduction around tanks, and flag any lines you encounter. So I just wanted to go over that really quickly. I'm sure you guys, every morning we had to read the sit rep, and we have to read the 6 minutes for safety out loud for the whole crew. So I'm sure you guys, if you guys are on a crew, have read this, but if not, this is where you can find it. So I just wanted to go over that very quickly. So, sorry for the interruption today. I apologize. Again, if you guys have any comments or questions, please leave those below. And actually, we do have someone who said, Mitch, he said, "Good morning. Wildfire Info is a great app for Modest Map. Modest? I could be wrong. NCWeb and Cal Fire active fires with links as well. Firefighting is life." Hell yes, Mitch. Thank you. And I will definitely have to check that out because I did not know about that resource. So thank you very much. So again, I apologize for today's interruption, but hopefully you guys found this video helpful. If so, please give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe. Let's just go real quick. We are on the road. Like I said, we're on the road to 2,000 subscribers. So let's see where we are at. We're at 1,920. We have grown since the last time we were together, and I'm very excited about it. So thank you guys. I do appreciate it for sure. So if you guys have anyone who's interested in wildland firefighting, I do have a free guide of how to apply. Like I said, I have federal firefighting experience, so that's where I'm coming from. I'm not 100% sure about contracting. I know there is a Facebook page. I think it's called Wildland Firefighters. And I know I've seen people on there kind of promoting themselves, saying, hey, these are my qualifications, these are my skills. Is there any jobs out there? I don't know if that tactic is actually getting them a job or not. I don't know. But you could try that if you're interested, or you can go on to the USA Jobs and go through there. So I have my step-by-step guide of how to do that and apply for wildland firefighting. Like I said, that's free. You guys can check that out. So I'll have that down in the description. I also have, if you are getting on a crew or you're just trying to get in shape for getting on a crew, I do have my workout program. It's just a quick 4-week workout program. And yeah, so you guys can check that out as well. So anyways, I hope that you guys have a great, wonderful day. And I will try and do this on Friday so we can kind of catch up to see all the fires that have happened through the week. So, all right, I love you guys, and I will see you guys later.